Sister Wives is back, and so is the drama. After a long TLC pause, Sister Wives has returned. Some people didn't even realize it had gone away, but here it is again. Was there a big reason for the break? No idea. Do we need to know? Probably not. A tiny part of me, like 2%, hoped that the return would hit us with a jaw-dropping, can't-miss episode. Instead, it was more of a quiet shuffle back, but still plenty to talk about, so we're back, baby. One of the biggest moments? Robyn stunned viewers with her response to a My Sister Wife's closet customer who never received their order. The business, like so much else, is on pause. Lots of talk about pausing things lately. Apparently, orders could still sneak through the system, and Robyn treated paying customers like they were trespassers. Rather than a simple refund or explanation, it became a whole production. Meanwhile, we open with yet another scene of Christine and David loading a U-Haul. At this point, I officially hate watching U-Haul scenes. Congratulations, TLC, you made someone dislike U-Hauls. Somehow, Robyn seemed to have better couches, better dishes, and better decorations than the others, something Christine wasted no time mentioning. During a confessional, Christine shared that Robyn would spend forever doing her makeup, while others did all the camping prep work. Robyn's defense: she was 6 months pregnant at the time and not feeling well. Fair enough, but it still fit a pattern Christine described. Robyn always managing to sidestep the heavy lifting. We even get Kody chiming in, recalling that in the early days, he and his first 3 wives had to band together just to survive, adding an unnecessary jab about eyebrows along the way. Charming Kody. Another fun reveal. David Woolley is a major Star Trek fan. Christine pretended to be overwhelmed, joking about beaming up into a new frontier. Honestly, it's cute watching her find new joys after everything she's been through. Mary, meanwhile, gets some rare screen time. She shares a story about a My Sister Wife's closet customer emailing her about an unfulfilled order. Yes, the same paused business. Robyn's reactions to these customers were less than ideal, treating people simply trying to make purchases as nuisances. Mary also talks about how during the pandemic, she followed every safety rule that Cody and Robin set, but was still excluded. Robyn later claims they just had trouble lining up schedules, which sounds suspiciously like just not wanting to meet up. Jen, a friend of the family, continues to be a voice of reason. She says plainly that the family dynamics shifted when Cody and Robin became more of a unit than part of the whole family. Robyn would act friendly, then pull away without explanation, leaving others hurt and confused. When Mary moved away, Robyn's reaction was to blame the distance. But Jen hints, with some glorious shade, that Robyn's attention was more about appearances than genuine affection. Later, Robyn claims she reached out to Mary, but Mary responded that she didn't know how to be friends with an ex-husband's wife. Fair enough. In another part of the episode, Janelle and Maddie promote their new business, TA Farms, not an MLM. Hooray. They even get to film at a real restaurant patio this time, high production values. There's a funny moment when Cody says that when he and Robyn interact, the kids stop and stare because it's so fun to watch. Speaking as someone who grew up around affectionate parents, trust me, that's not how it feels. It's awkward and weird when you're a kid. We also get a glimpse into Cody's evolving thoughts on soulmates. He admits he didn't realize Robyn was his soulmate right away, and Robyn says she felt weird, even using the word in their world. Still, the deep connection between them was obvious, and the start of the family's unraveling. Christine and Janelle both comment on how Cody and Robyn worked hard to hide how strong their relationship was at first, but cracks were always there. Christine even shares a moment when Kody had to physically stop himself from touching Robyn, highlighting just how obvious their bond was. The episode wraps with a "Where do you see yourself in 5 years" moment for Mary. She dreams of travel and a supportive partner, not too much to ask, right? Cody and Robin talk about the idea of plural marriage again, but Robin admits she would only consider it with a lot of guarantees, basically not happening. In the end, it wasn't the most exciting return episode. Mostly, it teased deeper drama to come. Fingers crossed the season's best and messiest moments are still ahead. Until next time, live long and prosper. Closet in hot water. The desert heat in Flagstaff was almost unbearable that afternoon, but the real firestorm was brewing online. A simple email had opened a can of worms nobody was prepared for. Mary Brown sat at her home office desk, reading the message again. A customer, polite but frustrated, had placed an order through my SisterWife's closet 6 months ago. No jewelry, no refund, just crickets. Now he was threatening to go public unless someone responded. Mary tapped her fingers against her coffee mug, a souvenir from a SisterWife's road trip years ago. How had it come to this, she thought. She forwarded the email to Robyn with a short note. Need to address ASAP. We can't ignore this anymore. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, Robyn Brown was buried under laundry piles and forgotten business plans. When her phone pinged, she glanced at it, groaned, and dropped it face down on the couch. Another complaint, she thought. Just one more thing I don't have time for. But ignoring it was no longer an option. Within days, chatter about my SisterWife's closet exploded across social media. Former customers, once loyal fans of the Brown family's entrepreneurial spirit, began posting screenshots of unfulfilled orders, unanswered emails, and refunds that never arrived. A Reddit thread gained traction, titled, "Is my SisterWife's closet a scam?" By the end of the week, it had 15,000 comments. TLC producers caught wind of the drama, and it didn't take long for cameras to show up at Mary's Inn for a check-in. Mary, ever the professional, forced a smile and gave a carefully worded response. "We're working through some operational challenges, but we're committed to making it right for our customers." Off-camera, however, things were much messier. A hastily organized family meeting took place at Robyn's house, a rare gathering these days. Kody Brown, as usual, took the center seat, radiating the unearned confidence of a man who still believed he could fix everything with a pep talk. "This isn't a big deal," Kody said, arms crossed. "People just need to be patient. We can spin this." Mary narrowed her eyes. "It's been years, Kody. Some people placed orders in 2021. This isn't a shipping delay. This is negligence." Robyn fidgeted with the hem of her floral tunic. I thought if I paused the business, people would understand." "You paused it without disabling the checkout," Janelle pointed out, her voice calm but cutting. "That's not a pause. That's fraud." Silence. Even Kody didn't have a comeback for that. Robyn finally broke down, tears welling up. "I didn't mean to. Everything got so overwhelming after the divorce rumors, and then moving again, and the pandemic, and I just couldn't handle one more thing." Mary sighed. For once she didn't feel anger, just a deep, weary disappointment. Meanwhile, the public backlash grew louder. News outlets picked up the story. Reality stars accused of running defunct business. My SisterWife's closet. A cautionary tale of fame and failure. Even old SisterWife's fans who had long defended Robyn were turning on her. Memes flooded Instagram, showing an empty jewelry box labeled "Your order has been paused." Late-night hosts poked fun at the situation. TikTokers posted parody videos pretending to wait by the mailbox for 3 years. It was a public relations disaster. Facing mounting pressure, TLC executives sent an ultimatum. Fix this, or don't expect a season 20. So the Browns scrambled. Robyn issued a formal apology via Instagram Live, reading carefully from a teleprompter. I sincerely apologize to anyone impacted by the pause in my SisterWife's closet. We never intended to cause harm or disappointment. Fans weren't buying it. The comments were brutal. Where's my necklace, Robyn? Girl, you had 3 years. Apologies, Robyn and Mary agreed to a full audit of all outstanding orders. A new email address was set up for customer service complaints. Mary even suggested hiring a third-party agency to process refunds and clean up the backlog. But that wasn't the end of their problems. Then came the lawsuit. One particularly angry customer, a woman named Tracy from Nevada, filed a small claims suit alleging breach of contract and deceptive business practices. Tracy wasn't just another angry buyer. She was a longtime SisterWife's fan who had bought thousands of dollars worth of merchandise in the early days, believing she was supporting the family. Her lawsuit was soon joined by others in a potential class action. Local news stations parked vans outside Mary's Inn and Robyn's house, hoping for a comment. Producers whispered about dedicating a whole episode of SisterWife's to the fallout, something they hadn't originally planned. Mary, furious, refused to film about it at first. I'm not being your scapegoat, she told producers. I warned Robyn years ago this would happen. But in the end, the paycheck and the chance to finally tell her side of the story was too tempting. The tell-all episode was explosive. Mary revealed how she had begged Robyn to shut the site down properly after the pandemic started. Robyn cried, admitting she couldn't keep up. Kody defended Robyn, saying she was doing her best, while Janelle looked like she wanted to throw her iced tea across the set. Christine, now happily remarried to David and living her best life, chimed in via Zoom. I'm just grateful I got out before I was tied to that mess. But it's sad because I know at the beginning, my SisterWife's closet meant something real. Viewers were riveted. Ratings soared. If Robyn thought a public apology would end the storm, she was wrong. Because by now, it wasn't just about jewelry. It was about broken trust. In the weeks that followed, big changes were made. My SisterWife's closet was officially shut down, website and all. A settlement fund was created to refund as many customers as possible. Robyn hired a crisis management team. Kody, remarkably, suggested launching a new business, Kody's Closet, selling cowboy boots and cologne. TLC executives politely suggested he not. Janelle returned to focusing on her health coaching and her new homesteading business with Maddie. Christine and David quietly opened a little boutique of their own in Utah, one with excellent customer service. And Mary finally stepped away from it all. She sold her share of the business, poured herself into her inn and motivational retreats, and vowed never to tie her future to anyone else's bad decisions again. In an Instagram post that went viral among the SisterWife's fan base, Mary posted a simple picture of her hand holding a coffee cup, sitting alone at a lakeside table. The caption read, "Learning that peace comes when you stop fixing things you didn't break." Fans flooded the comments with support. Good for you, Mary. You deserve better. Some closets are better left closed. In the end, my SisterWife's closet became a cautionary tale. Not just about online shopping or poor business management, but about the dangers of tying your dreams to someone else's ability or inability to follow through. The closet was closed for good. The secrets were out. And the Browns, each in their own way, were left to pick up the pieces. For some, it was a chance to rebuild. For others, it was the final unraveling. But for the fans, it was just another jaw-dropping chapter in the never-ending saga of Sister Wives. And somewhere out there, a handful of still-waiting customers and a legion of devoted hate-watchers were ready for whatever drama came next. Because in Sister Wives land, the closet door never really stays shut for long.